I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is a better prison escape movie than The Shawshank Redemption. Hi, my name is Lushin Downer, and I love the Toy Story franchise. And with Toy Story 4 coming out tomorrow, I wanted to review all the other three movies in this franchise leading up to it. I've got reviews for 1 and 2 in the channel, just click into it if you want. But with all that said, let's start talking about Toy Story 3. To this day, I still remember going to see Toy Story 3 in cinema with my brother, sister, mum, dad. We were in the very front row. I remember looking up at the screen, and I was holding there in both my arms. I had my Woody and Buzz toys, and I was just so excited to see it. And from memory, I was just smiling the entire time, and I loved it. And ever since then, I rewatch the movie all the time, and I just love it every time. There's never a time where I don't love this movie. So the story really starts off when the toys all think they're being thrown away, but they're not. They're going to the attic. The only toy he knows this is Woody, so Woody's trying to convince them, but they don't believe him, so they're all getting into a box to go Sunnyside. Andy's mom comes out, Woody panics, he gets in the box with them, and they get delivered to Sunnyside, which isn't good if you've seen the movie, because for them, they think it's out because it's their first day, the kids haven't come in yet, and they're like, awesome, we're gonna get played. Woody goes, no, we're Andy's toys. This goes back and forth, so Woody leaves to make his way home. He doesn't, he falls off the roof into a tree, and little girl Bonnie picks him up and takes him home. But then the kids come in, they start playing with them, but it is brutal. The kids are throwing them around, breaking stuff, everything is mad. So then, at the end of the day, the toys are cleaning themselves up, they're putting anything back together, whatever has to be put back together, and they go, no, we can't have this, we have to go to the other room. So they make a journey into Lotso, who, big twist, you find out he's the villain, and he reprograms Buzz to make Buzz evil Buzz, the way he used to be at the start, and they told kind of Toy Story 1 Buzz that all his friends aren't actually his friends, and that they work for Emperor Zurg, so Buzz starts working for Lotso, which is not good. And getting to see Buzz back in this form was actually great. I really did enjoy it. And as Ham puts it, it's the return of
the astronaut.
So after Woody goes back to Bonnie's house and starts talking to her toys, he finds out Lotso's bad. So he makes a journey back to Sunnyside Daycare just so he can save Buzz and the gang. That's when the prison break escapes, and it gets even better from this point on. So then this huge plan goes ahead where Woody and the gang first have to get the instructions to Buzz. They have to fix Buzz. They have to save Mr. Potato Head, and they have to get across the field without the monkey nosing. So Slinky and Woody go to capture the monkey, and then they go down the garbage chute just to run into Lotso. And as this whole discussion with Lotso and the gang is happening, the garbage truck is coming down, so something's gonna happen. Big Baby finds out what happens. Big Baby picks up Lotso, throws him in the bin. All the toys are happy. They run across. One of the aliens gets their foot caught. Woody goes, I can't. He says something. I think it's like, oh, good God, something like that. He goes to save the alien, but Woody himself gets pulled into the big huge trash can by Lotso. Then all the toys go in to help him, and this gets on to our third act. And then once they're in the dump, I think one of the scenes that everyone must have thought, bloody hell, are they gonna kill the toys, when they're going down to the furnace and they're all panicking, and then they just go, no, there's no way out of this, so they all just hold hands, and you're like, oh my God, are they actually going to kill the toys? And right up to the last second, when you think they're gonna die, the claw comes down and you find out it's the little aliens have saved them, and you're just like, wow, I can't believe I thought they were gonna kill them, but they didn't, and the alien saved them. And then they get out there, they make their way back to Andy's house. They decide, we're gonna go to the attic. We're happy enough going to the attic. Woody goes to college, but then Woody doesn't want them to go to the attic. He wants them to go live with Bonnie, so he leaves a note, but doesn't have enough time to go back, so he goes in the box. And then we get the last scene where Woody and the gang are being played with by Andy once again, and Bonnie. Andy's driving away. Woody and the gang are sitting on the porch in Bonnie's house, and Woody says,
"So long, partner."
And that bit right there is why everyone thinks there shouldn't be a fourth movie. To me, I want a fourth movie just because Andy's story's finished does not mean the toys' story's finished. Like, even after this movie, we've got all these little small stories to show that they've been doing things. So the story clearly isn't over. They clearly have more things to do. And as you can tell by the poster here, Woody has to meet Bo Peep again. So there's still a lot more to do. So I don't understand when people are getting annoyed that's just a Toy Story 4. And come on, it's Pixar. They've never done a bad Toy Story movie. How's it going to be bad? Why is everyone saying this movie's going to be terrible? It's going to be crap. They finished 3 so well. They shouldn't even be doing a fourth movie. But they've got such a good track record. How are they going why do you think they're gonna ruin this? This movie, it's very good. It's very emotional. You can understand why I didn't cry in cinema, but that's because I was a lot younger when I seen it. But you do understand why people did cry. Like, even now, I do get upset when it's coming up, because even though I know what happens, but it's like when you rewatch The Lion King and Mufasa dies. Even though you know it's coming, you know what happens, you know it's still sad. So even though I know they survive, it's still sad to think, oh my god, you think, even though you know they're not going to die, it's just in your head like, oh shit, they're going to be burnt. But this movie, I just love it. It's not, I don't think it's as good as 1 and 2. I don't know why. I always tend to go for 1, 2 to rewatch 1 and 2 more than 3, even though I do love 3 a lot. It's just not one I put in as much as the others, but still, it's an enjoyable movie, and the animation is just beautiful on it. This movie, I just love it. I love this franchise just so much. And Lotso himself is a brilliant villain, but someone pointed out to me that him and the governor from The Walking Dead are pretty much the same character, and after hearing that, it was hard not to see that, where he does have a lot of similarities, where once you join either Sunnyside or Woodbury in the governor's case, you can't leave. So there's a lot of similarities that did kind of bug me. Well, not bug me, it's just when I seen him, like, oh jeez, he's the governor. Or if I rewatched The Walking Dead, I'm like, oh, he actually is a lot like Lotso. But he is a great villain. But as I said in my Toy Story 2 review, I think Stinky Pete's the best one we've got so far. I don't know who the villain's going to be in Toy Story 4. They're kind of setting it up to be Gabby Gabby, but I don't think it will be. So I'm kind of hoping this villain will be great rather than a shitty, crappy villain like the one in Cars 2, which I can't even remember his name. But I'm holding out hope. I've heard this Toy Story 4 is going to be amazing. Judging by Toy Story 1, 2, 3, they're all amazing. I love them all. I assume I'm going to love this movie just as much. Hopefully more. And it's one I'm going to rewatch loads, just like I watch this one loads. And if you like this review, don't forget to click subscribe. I'm going to talk about a lot more Disney movies coming up soon in the future. A lot more Pixar. Because I just love Disney so much. I just want to talk about these movies as much as I can. So if you want to see stuff like that, click subscribe. Thanks for watching.